Hello everyone. In today's ETRM training video, I will be reviewing how to find measure version history. So to begin with, to find a measure's version history, you're going to open the measure of your choice in ETRM, and then you're going to click here to the version history button. If you've been assigned a development role in the measure, you will be able to see both the published and unpublished versions of the measure. However, if you do not have a development role in the measure, you will only see the published versions. So once we click here, we can see that the measure versions are grouped by release cycle. The header bar here will show us the release cycle, its current status, and the current change description. So you can get a glimpse into the purpose of the release cycle update. Within each release cycle, you get a list of version IDs in chronological order. The version ID includes the measure ID, the major version number, which is representative of the release cycle, and lastly, the minor version number, which represents the draft number created for that release cycle. We have some columns to the right of the version ID, which include the status of the version ID, the start date, the end date, the committed date, and the updated date. The committed date is an automatic timestamp for when the draft was last committed or saved, and the updated date is also an automatic timestamp from whenever the most recent change happened to the version before or after commit, such as a data update or a status change. Just as a note to minimize cluster, the updated date will only appear if it is different than the value in the committed date. So when a release cycle has an open draft, you will see a yellow D indicator next to the draft. I'm going to assign myself as a user to this version of the measure just to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to assign myself as a user and then create a draft from this version and just slightly edit the change description and then create the draft. Once that draft is created, if I travel to the version history, I will now see that there is a yellow D next to the draft version. Similarly, if I want to see a published version, there will be a black P next to that release cycle. Note that the flag indicates the version you are currently viewing. As you can see right now, I'm looking at the draft, so I'm currently viewing here. If you want to view a different version of the measure, you can simply click the version ID you would like to go to and then press View, and it will take you there. You can do this manually, or at times there will be a button here that says Jump to latest version, and you will be able to see the latest version. Since I was already on the latest version, I'll have to travel to another one, and here it'll automatically bring me back to the most recent version of the measure package. And this concludes the training on how to view a measure's history.